What the? What is up, YouTube? It's the GA Dipper back again today, fool. And me and the wife and the kids have the house to our freaking self. Woo! Yeah, the in-laws left today. Well, now technically this is Sunday, so yesterday for a cruise, they went down to Florida. They're going to leave out of Florida on one of the, I think it's a Carnival cruise. I think to the Caribbean or some shit like that. I don't know. I'm not rich enough to afford a freaking cruise every year, but you know, if I want to go on a cruise, and so be it. It keeps me from having to constantly do shit. And yeah, I know I sound lazy, but hey, I am lazy. I mean, I'm not even going to sit here and say I'm not lazy. I don't mind working, but I am lazy. Happy Easter. Oh, happy early Easter, excuse me. Easter's not until next week. And when I say me, my wife, and the kids are going to go down to Bonaire. And if you're from Georgia, and if you ever come to Warner Robins, and you're going to Perry, chances are, if you're going through Warner Robins, if you come to Georgia and you're going through Warner Robins, chances are you're going through Bonaire on the way down to Florida. Well, that's where we're going tomorrow. a woman and her husband. Well, actually, it was my wife's idea. She was pretty smart about this kind of stuff. She was talking to some women from her group that she's in to help deal with her cesarean section, her C-section. And they all, they all had C-sections, so they understand, which is good, which is something that she needs. Actually, I think it's either a cesarean section group or a breastfeeding group, I'm not sure. I think it's a breastfeeding group, but again, I'm not sure. Which, I'm sure they get together and tell stories about, breastfeeding and, such as that. That's fine, I'm all for women breastfeeding, as a matter of fact. Not because I want to see a woman's breasts, but, if she chooses to breastfeed her kid over, giving them all this formula shit we get from China and all that, that's fine. But we're actually going to go hang out with them tomorrow and a couple other people. They're doing that so us guys can get together and hang out and get to know each other and all that good girly shit. But yeah. So we have a pretty eventful day planned tomorrow. We'll be leaving for that about 12 or 12:30. But a couple of things I want to touch on real quick, and I'm going to do a real quick review on Timberwolf pouches. First off, the can is pretty cool. It's a plastic can, but no big deal. One of the first things I like about it is the fact that, as most of y'all know, there's a warning label on top of the Grizzly can and on the bottom of the Grizzly can. And I say Grizzly because I'm mostly Grizzly dipper, but I wanted to try something different. That Grizzly has gashed the hell out of my gums, so they're kind of sore right now. And I think it was Darcy that said that if you dip pouches and give your gums a break from the normal, long cut dips, naturals. Well, actually, he said if you dip pouches and naturals, then it'll help your gums heal. But yeah, the warning label is only on the front and the side. And of course it says, smokeless tobacco is addictive, which we all know it is. But that's not what matters. And this is actually going to be a two-part video. I'm going to cover the dip review in part 1. And in part 2, I'm going to cover my second point to this video. But I got Timberwolf pouches because the chick that my wife has been talking to, her husband's in the Army. He is field artillery, so big ups to him. Thank you for your service, all that good shit. He actually does Timberwolf pouches, and I thought he was a wuss. And I might give him some Grizzly, I don't know. We'll see. But I figured, I'd give Timberwolf a shot and see. And honestly, it's a pretty good dip. As far as Timberwolf is concerned, I'd rather do the pouches than the long cut any day, because long cut to me, you know, doing grizzly for so long cut isn't long cut anymore to me. You know, cope straight, that's long cut. Copenhagen wintergreen is kind of a long cut. It's not really long cut to me. And yes, I just picked my nose. Copenhagen Southern Blend is long cut. It's not long cut, it's the Copenhagen long cut. You know, but I'm gonna upload this video here. I'm gonna keep the dip in, and I'll see you guys in a minute. Alright, peace.